Hi Sagittarius, it's Kayla with Intuitive Guidance by Kayla. Before I get started with your reading, I'm going to go ahead and update you with a few things from my life so you know a little bit more about me and what's going on. As some of you know, I am pregnant and I'm due June 25th, hoping that he comes here sooner. Much abundance has been occurring, not just in my life, but in many lives around me. I have 2 new decks of cards, an Oracle deck and a Tarot deck, which will make the readings a little bit more interesting. I also have a new massage table and a heart chakra Tibetan bowl that I'm really excited about. I plan to start opening up like a booth with a canopy at different music festivals and like flea markets and things like that, and do Reiki, sound massages, and tarot readings. I'm also going to be setting up a Patreon account. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to be uploading a short video of what it is and how you can support me through that. It's basically like if you want to send me $2 or so, whatever, just because you want to help support me, that money would go towards equipment and like cards and crystals and bowls and microphones and maybe even a camera at some point, because I'm using my phone for now. But I think that we're ready to go ahead and get into your reading, Sagittarius. We're going to start with the Oracle deck first, which will give you a overall feel of the total message. Sagittarius. It says, life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. Okay, now we're going to look at my Osho's and Tarot. You've got guilt. Now we've got the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Sagittarius. Eight of Cups, withdrawal. Next, I'm going to go through it's like a traditional deck of tarot. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and look up this guilt card. We're going to need to clarify on that. Okay. So, what this says is, guilt is one of the most destructive emotions in which we can get caught. If we have wronged another or gone against our own truth, then of course we'll feel bad. But to let ourselves be overwhelmed with guilt is to invite a migraine. We end up surrounded by nagging clouds of self-doubt and feelings of worthlessness, to the point where we cannot see any of the beauty and joy that life is trying to offer us. We all long to be better people, more loving, more aware, more true to ourselves. But when we punish ourselves for our failures by feeling guilty, we can get locked into a cycle of despair and hopelessness that robs us of all clarity about ourselves and the situations we encounter. You are absolutely okay as you are, and it is absolutely natural to go astray from time to time. Just learn from it, move on, and use a lesson not to make the same mistake again. Okay, now we're going to clarify. Sagittarius. I'm going to shuffle them. Sorry if that's loud. Sagittarius. Let's clarify on this. Painting on the canvas, guilt, and withdrawal. You got 5 of Cups. You see how there's spilled cups here, and you're whining about those, you're crying about those, but you're not paying attention to these 2 cups that aren't spilled. Seven of Wands and Page of Cups. So it looks like this may have already happened. Someone may have came in with an offer. Maybe you did, and you feel guilty about what you did in the past to mess it up. 10 of Cups. This is definitely something that we all want. It's the outcome of anything. Emotional fulfillment and strength. This could be talking about a Leo. But this shows me there needs to be some taming, whether it may have occurred, but right now it looks like because there's guilt and there's looking at your spilled cups and withdrawal, that you need to find the strength within yourself that you do have, but you may not see it. You need to tame the beast within yourself so you can align with this. Sagittarius. There was a heartbreak. And maybe you were a part of that. Let's get some clarification on this heartbreak. On this 3 of Swords. Sagittarius. You got the Empress, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. This could be you or the other person. The Star, and the Knight of Swords. You saw he's moving in quickly. And the Sword, I see it as words quickly coming in with most likely this offer. Someone was offered the moon and the stars. Someone was the sun and the stars. In abundance. Let's see. And then there was some sort of outcome that was not good. See those cups, weighing the options out. One foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. Another one with 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. Maybe you let your emotions get a hold of you and you made a wrong decision. I mean, I wouldn't say wrong, but let's see. Page of Wands. See, I was looking at those. He's looking at the green. Looking at the growth. I think someone may have gotten ahead of themselves with something. And then was heartbroken. In there. Yeah. Quick passion. Something happened quickly, and with it, maybe a naive idea of love, a naive idea of how it could turn out like this, but really maybe it was wasn't as it seemed, and maybe you got caught up and were putting on some sort of show, weren't being true to yourself in front of this person because you wanted to flatter them, and then they realized you still have got some things you need to work on because you've got a lot of spilled cups. Those and these. You keep looking back here when you should be looking right there. So, I think it's time for you to go inward. The King of Cups. I think this is saying, like I just said, go inward and be compassionate towards yourself. That is really needed right now. I'm going to tie in this. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint you can on it. I'm thinking this is basically talking about how with this guilt, you need to be compassionate towards yourself. Towards the thoughts that you've had about this situation. Towards how you feel about your own actions, feeling guilty, punishing yourself for putting yourself through what you put yourself through. So, painting on it, meaning create your own perspective of it. Don't stay stuck in the energy of that guilt, of in the past, basically. Put some color on it. Appreciate what you have learned. Turn it into wisdom. And it's like I'm seeing a storybook that you have created. It's your life. And there's not much color in it because you keep looking at it in a way that it's all trauma. You're only looking at the negativity of it, when there's a lot of color. You just have to fill in the color yourself. You need to paint that memory book, that story of your past with lots of color. Because your life is a great big canvas, and it's your choice to look at it in that way or not. There's so much more detail than just the trauma. I can totally understand that because there have been a lot of crazy relationships in my life. Not just relationships, but like father figure mess, crazy abandonment and neglect. And I learned that that was the only thing that was sticking out to me in my memories. But there was so much good stuff. There's so much stuff that I learned. My intuition became so much stronger. I'm able to let go of things so much more easier. I think that's how you say it. So it's really just the way you see it. You need to put some color on it. If you keep feeling guilty, you're not going to align with what you want to align with. You have to align with this. You've got to tame that beast inside of you and start coloring in your book of life. No more gray. Even the dark times have some color. Especially if you connect them to the chakras and understanding what chakra was Spirit helping you work on in that time. So this is going to take some work. There really needs to be some inner work. See, to get what you want, to manifest your wildest dreams, you've got to get to work. But you've got a lot of guidance. Don't overwhelm yourself. So that concludes your message, but I'm also going to include this. The best way to connect to to your highest self, to align with your most authentic path, to gain clarity on situations or feelings or whatever is happening that you are unsure about, the best way to do so is to meditate. A lot of people talk about having issues with meditation. So what I suggest is you can go to Healing Vibrations or Healing Sounds on YouTube. It's Tibetan bowls or crystal bowls, and the sounds of them are all connected to different chakras, frequencies of sound. And the sound vibrates and moves and transmutes energy in your body by moving the fluids and the blood and everything in your body to cleanse it and remove all negativity, and it activates your healing, your self-healing. So that's good to listen to, but if you really don't want to fall asleep and need to stay awake, look up affirmation meditations, things that say I am everything I want to be, I have everything that I need, or things like that. And you sing, like, you could sing it or you could just speak it over and over, like for like 7 minutes or so. It depends on which ones you find, whichever ones resonate with you. And it really sticks in your mind because you start reprogramming your thoughts. But it's really important to do that, because with this, you're in your head too much. It's you, not anyone else. So you need to withdraw. Go into your cave for a minute, but not in despair. Enlighten yourself with meditation. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you liked it, like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you feel like this could benefit someone else, share it. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you. Bye-bye.